Hello Flosstube, I'm Heather, Link is my homeboy. Today is Friday, May 7th, 2021, and this is Flosstube number 38. Thank you for joining me. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. This is a channel primarily about cross stitch, a little bit about life updates, and sometimes about other things that come to mind. If you are a returning viewer, then thank you for sticking around. I appreciate your dedication to my nonsense. I've got a little bit of everything for you today, but I still think it's going to be a short video. So let's get into it. First off, life updates. Coming up on Wednesday, my husband and I both have our second dose of the vaccine. We were originally supposed to be Johnson & Johnson, and they had it on a pause like 2 days before we were supposed to go get it. So we ended up with Moderna, and coming up next week, we are getting our second dose. So yay. And then the bigger life update is that my husband got a new car. So my husband is constantly sending me cars. Constantly just looking at cars, trucks, SUVs, everything. Sometimes they are like cars that he would really like to have. Sometimes they're just fantasy cars. Sometimes I look at them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I wait until he harasses me to look at them. But a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, he sent me a link to a 2013 Volkswagen Passat, and I looked at it immediately. And I was like, "We gonna go get you a new car today?" And he's like, "What, really?" And so we got him a new car. He has been driving my 2005 Cobalt, Chevy Cobalt, for, I don't know, about 4.5 years now. His truck crapped out, and we got an SUV, and since I'm the mommy, it's my mommy mobile, and he's been driving the Cobalt since he drives, it has better gas mileage than the SUV, and he's been driving that to and from work, and now we've got him a better car, so yay. We named her Heidi because apparently she needed a German name since she's a Volkswagen. Yeah, but he's happy, I'm happy, and I'm a little sad to sell my Cobalt, even though I haven't really driven it regularly for over 4.5 years. It was technically my second vehicle, but it was like the first nice vehicle I had, and it was my first car payment, and so there's a lot of memories associated with that. Plus, I mean, that car has been to Wyoming and back. We went on vacation and went out to Wyoming back in 2009, and it drove all the way there and back and all over wherever we were going in Wyoming. It went with us on our little road trip we took in 2016, and so it's been a decent car to us, and I know that they get a bad rap, and they're you know, econo boxes and all that stuff, but it's been a good little car to me, so I'm gonna miss her. But anyway, let me wax nostalgic about my car some more. Let's get into the stitching, shall we? So I'm in a little bit of a different setup here. As you can see, this is my craft desk, and it's in my bedroom. I don't have a craft room anymore because kids, and that's our master bath over there. And so this is where I sometimes FFO things. This is where I sit and plot what I'm going to stitch. I feel like I need a pointer like Bendy and tell you what's behind me. But so there's a Hufflepuff embroidery that Lollipop Stitches did for me. That is Tired Trio from Plum Street Samplers, which I stitched and finished and everything. This is a hoop with some fabric in it that has a bunch of my special clay needle minders on it. This is a little thing with hooks or whatever that's got all sorts of stitched ornaments on it, except for that one. That one came from K-Ray Creations. Down here we've got Choose Happy, which was a Hands-On Designs Be Well and Stitch freebie. Got a Cricut that I don't use. I got this little tower thing at Target, and it's got my cubes on it. This is Magical Friends, I think, from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is, I think it was called like Garden Shed or something from Michael Powell, but it's the Fancy Outhouse. Down there is Love from Stitchery, I think. A couple of pieces that have been made for me that you can't really see, so I'm not going to talk about them. And then I've got these two hoops here are from Nerds and Needles. They were my birthday presents for like the past 2 years, I think. This is Biscuit from Animal Crossing, and this is Charmander over here. And this right here is a Zelda bell pull that I got in an old swap from, I honestly don't remember, and I'm so sorry if you happen to watch my channel and I've forgotten who you are, but it was back on Sprite Stitch many moons ago. This up here is Celeste from Scrixel's Stitches. This is, I'm trying, I was doing so good with the pointing. This is, you can't really see it, but it is Stiachalong from 2018, I think. It was Home is Where the is, and mine says Home is Where the Stash is. Up above here, we've got Black Pearl, but you can't see her. This is also, nope, doing good. Okay, that's a Beauty and the Beast paper craft thing that someone made me from a Instagram swap, princess swap or something like that. And then I've got a little Bluetooth, not Bluetooth, a wireless earbud. Oh, and then I've got a Bluetooth remote for my phone, but it doesn't really work, and I don't know why I have it on my wall. But yeah, so that's my craft desk. Let's actually get into the stitching now. How about that? So I did have an FFO, and because I had to relocate, I'm a little disorganized here, so just bear with me. This is actually since I last saw you guys, this is a start, a finish, and an FFO. FFO means fully finished object. So it's something that you have stitched, finished, and actually taken and turned into something that will be able to be displayed. So this was Mania Start number 2. Mania Start number 2. I started this on the 3rd, finished it on the 4th, and got it all finished up like the next day. So this is Sprinkle the Donut from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I stitched it in the called for DMC, and it's stitched on a piece of 28 count Lugana in black opal from Mystic Fabrics. And I just stuck it in one of these little hoops, like these little, like they're rubber and they stretch over the plastic hoop. I think I may end up covering that with some felt at some point, but it'll lay flat against the wall there. I think I need to put like a ribbon or something around here just to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. And this is for my daughter. So her first word was donut. So she absolutely loves donuts, and she actually calls them sparkly donuts, not sprinkle donuts. So, which is the cutest thing in the world to me. And so this is her sparkly donut. Oh yeah, and the beads, they're just long multicolored bugle beads that Carrie of Carrie and Stitches sent to me because she had them in her stash, and I was having a hard time finding multi-packs. So, but yeah, there we go. FFO. Who am I? I also have some finishes, which this is actually a start and a finish since the last time I saw you guys. This was Mania Start number 1. This is Sweet Tooth from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, done on 28 count Lugana in black opal from Mystic Fabrics. I did many of the called for DMCs, but I also threw in some fancies, like the green here. This is it's a variegated green from DMC. I believe this pink, the red, and the other pink are all fancies too. I don't remember. I don't have it in front of me, so you'll just have to deal with the fact that I changed it. Not quite sure what I want to do with this one yet, but it'll go in the box of shame until I decide to do something with it. My next finish here, this is Starlings from Forest Embroidery. This is done on a, I think it's a 28 count Jobelin from Color and Cotton. It came in a grab bag. So, and I think the only called for I used was the dark. This is a 939 from DMC. The rest I just pulled some fancies. And this is going to be my small for the small exchange at StitchCon. So I need to, I'm planning on doing a, what is it called? A mounted flat, not a flat fold. I want it to like hang on the wall. Mounted flat, I think is what I'm going for. And I gotta figure out how to make one of those. So I'll be watching a few tutorials. Next up, we have whips, which is works in progress. So it means it was already in progress and I've done some work on it since last time I saw you. So first up, we've got the Peacock Keeper from Lindy Stitches, or disco turkeys as I like to call them. And this is being done on a piece of 32 count Jobelin in Petunia from Color and Cotton. And I believe I finally have the first page done. This is divided into 6 pages, 3 and 3, or sorry, 3 across and 3 across. And I just had to finish up like this big old guy's tail back here to get that page finished. And then I'm well on my way to getting a page finish on this one. I got started on Mr. Man there and the other big old disco turkey there. So, and that's as tall as the piece will get. I've got the border done all the way down on this side, so I just got to go over. And yeah, so I forgot how much I love this piece until I got it out, and I hadn't touched it in over a year. I want to say the last time I had put stitches into it was like December of 19. So it's definitely past its 2-year birthday, which is why I swapped this in on my zombie, which is a year-long stitching challenge for the Daily 30 group, which is closed right now. So don't try and ask to join it. I'm sorry. We try to get the numbers down because there's just less drama that way. So next up is Atlantis from Forest Embroidery. And this is being done with all the with the kit fabric and the kit flosses. And I was plugging away at that big ass house there. And I wasn't really enjoying it because I don't really like houses, but I wasn't going to be doing any sort of editing of this pattern. So, but like this is as far as it goes over on this edge. I've still got to work on some stuff up across the top and then of course across the bottom, but it's getting there. So I think this is a 32 count Murano. I don't know what color it actually is. It came with the kit, and then the flosses are their, I don't know what brand it is. They're over-dyed, whatever they call them. Next up, we have the June installment of the Joyful World Sal from Snowflower Diaries. It's supposed to be a bear with a bee skep, and it says June up here, and it's got some flowers and stuff. And yeah, made some progress on that. I still got to pick a new color for the inside of the bear's fur, because this is a Color and Cotton called Black Walnut, and I think it called for like I don't remember, 890 or something. I don't know. A really dark, or 801 maybe. It's a really dark brown, and it was just blending all together. So I have to find a new brown, and I just haven't done it yet. And this is still in a Q-snap because I hope to finish that. I hope to finish it this week. So. And my last whip, but certainly not the least whip, this is my Light World map from Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I've got 2 pages done. Started on my 3rd page here, and which is actually page 2. I've got some clouds in. I can really see it, like when I'm looking at the screen here, but like when I'm up close, I can't see these cloud outlines. I don't know why. But getting ready to get into some more greens down here. There's still some cloud to go here. I got a little taste of green up here, but I am getting sick of these grays, so it's about time to get into the greens. And then I'll be sick of greens, and it'll be time to get into browns. So, yeah. So I'm hoping to have half of that finished by the end of the year, which I just need to finish 2 pages. So I should theoretically be able to get that done, and then hopefully I'll have it finished by the end of next year. So next up, we've got some haul. So I got a lovely little package from Carrie of Carrie and Stitches, and she sent me the Zombie Run and Daily 30 Minders. So now I can put this on. I can put these in all of my photos for my start and end photos in the group. Which these are available in her shop. You can buy them if you want to, if you like these, regardless of if you're in the group or not. But, I mean, I assume they don't really mean anything to you if you're not in the group. She also sent me a replacement charm for a fob I bought that broke on its way here, so I just got to attach that. And she also sent me something else, but it's for someone who I know watches my channel, so I will not be showing it off right now. I will make sure to take pictures and show it off later. I also got a package from my, what did she call us? Best frenemies, Adele of Delcat Stitches. She sent me some unrelated stuff to stitching, so I'll just show you the stitching stuff. But she sent me a piece of, she said it was 32 count Lugana. It's like that speckled Lugana. Oh, wait, here we go. I'll show you the side that's actually printed on. It's like a minty green color, minty green blue-ish color, and it's got white splotches on it. And she also sent me a skein of Weeks Dye Works Cherub, which is a nice pinky peachy color. And last but certainly not least, I have some fabric from Mystic Fabrics. So first I have my fabric of the month. This is called Mint Julep, and I get it in a 32 count Lugana fat quarter. And that's showing up pretty true. It's a very pale mint green with some, with some decent modeling. So beautiful color. Love it. It's just a paler version of like one of my favorite colors I've caught in her fabric games before. And I also did play in her most recent fabric games, and I caught me a piece of, this is called Haley's Garden, and this is a 32 count Lugana. This is a fat 1/8. It's a nice pinky browny green. It's coming through pretty true on there, so can't complain about that, which is odd considering it has green in it. Green doesn't like to come through on the cameras very well. And I also picked up this piece of 32 count Lugana in a nice, that one's a little darker than what it actually is. It's a little bit brighter than that, but it's a nice pink color. So, for, pink's my favorite color, and I don't have a ton of fabric that's pink, which is odd. But she had some pinks. She was testing out some pinks for a future fabric of the month, and I was like, well, I'll take some of the stuff that didn't make the cut, I guess. Okay, so plans. Continue with my Mania starts, which I'm doing every other day this month. Today I will be starting the With Love from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. with Sharon, who's a fellow mod over in Daily 30. She doesn't have a Flosstube, but she does have Instagram, so I'll link her Instagram below. And then on Sunday, which is Mother's Day here in the US, I will be starting the Beekeeper from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I'm starting that one with Carrie of Carrie and Stitches, because she's doing Beat Mania, which she's kind of failing at right now. So, you know, here's your call out, Carrie. Get started. And I will definitely have polls back up next week. I was doing polls in my Instagram stories, but because I'm stitching these other 2 pieces with people, I didn't do polls for those. I just showed off what I was doing. And yeah, honestly, I have not been watching a lot of Flosstube this week and didn't compile my under 1,000 subs club, which is an idea that Carrie of Carrie and Stitches, Sarah of Our Stitching Kingdom, and I had to shout out some of the Flosstubers who haven't hit that magic 1,000, which we're about ready to have our first funeral and our first eviction, because Carrie is like 8 subscribers away. So if you are not following Carrie and Stitches, please go check her out. Please go check Sarah out. So I'll just shout them out again. Next time I record, I will make sure to have 4 other under 1,000 subs club people, so that I'm not just talking about my friends, that I'm talking about, well, everybody's my friend, I guess. I wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy stitching. Bye.